Hi all. Today we will discuss about how to create the component in the Angular application. So we can create the component in the Angular by using two ways. So by using the CLI we can create the component, as well as if you wanted to manually create the component into the application, we can do that way also. Okay, so first step is I am creating the component by using Angular CLI, and the next I will create the component manually. Okay, so for creating the component, you have to prepare the one command, that is ng space g space c, and whatever if you wanted to create and space c space and our component name. Okay, here I am doing the component is component 1. Okay, that's it. Ng represents the Angular, G for generate, and C for component, and component 1 is the my component 1 name. Okay, now enter. Okay, now I have created the component 1. See here, the component is nothing but a collection of the 4 configuration values, that is a HTML value, spec value, TS value, and a CSS. So these 4 are the configuration files. So if you try to create the any CSS related for this component 1, CSS is available. For business logic, TS file is available, and test cases, for the test cases spec file is available, and the template related for that HTML is available. Okay, and come to the HTML file here. Whatever the component this HTML file, which is represents the template, right? So now I have created the component, and let me add some controls in the component here in the component one component one component. Okay, so let me add some extra information in the component one. Okay. Now here, that is input text. That's it. I just wanted to add a text control in the component one. So now this is completed. So I wanted to register this component into the app model section. So because of this Angular needs to show this app component in the browser. My target is I just wanted to show this app component one in the browser. So for that you have to register. If you don't register in the app model section, it won't be displayed. Okay, so I have first see here, for display purpose, first step is you have to import the component one from the ts file. Okay, this file, sorry. So whatever the class, this class you should be imported in the app model.ts file, this one. Okay, once you have imported this component one component, this is available in the this location. Okay, this component one, this is the folder. In this folder it contains the ts file, right? This ts file. So next step is you have to declare this component one in the declaration part. You leave the bootstrap because of always I wanted to know make the app component is the startup component. Okay, so I have registered the component one. I wanted to see this component one in the web browser, right? So this is completed. So where first step is I have created, next thing is I have registered. The third step is where I have to initialize this app component one. I wanted to display component one into the my web application, right? So where I wanted to display, the place is I wanted to display into the app component.html file. So nothing but see, if you try to give this router, okay, if you try to give this router app component one in the app component.html. So now this component, it contains the this selector, it's contained to the enter the logic of component one. So once you declare this component like this, so whatever the content of this component automatically attached into the app component. So as per now, if you see here, component HTML is the red. So right now you are seeing the two controls. One is the paragraph, one more is the text box. So you can see this, okay, app component 1 in the app component HTML. Okay, see the output. So I am saying R and the ng command, that is the execution command, and enter. Now it is successfully. You can see this into the web browser. So just to refresh here. See here I can see that, right, component 1 in the app component HTML file, right? Okay, so in this way, so this is nothing but equal of this component is nothing but equal of these three component CSS file and HTML file and TS file. Okay, this selector is nothing but the combination of these three files here. Okay, like that we have to prepare the component. The next step is I wanted to create the component manually. Okay, let me stop this one, this ng-serve command, by pressing Ctrl C and this Y. Okay, after that if you wanted to clear this logs, you can clear by using the clear command. Now I want here I need to create the component manually, right? So for that, go to source folder here, sorry, app folder. So everything whatever you are creating the components, so the place where you have to create the component in the sense under the app folder. So app folder is here, is behaving as the root folder for the each and every component. Okay, now here come to here. So create the one new folder here, find create the new folder. So new folder here, say that second, okay, second com, okay, folder name is second comp is nothing but component. Here I wanted to create the new file. Okay, here new file here. So that is as per our wish. So what is the name I have to give here in this one? I wanted to give the second comp only, and after that for naming convention you have to create the app component of HTML file. Okay, so this is the right now I am creating this file as manually. Okay, second comp, this is the file name, which kind of file, that is a component HTML file. Okay, enter, that's it. And the second file is, what is the meaning of the component? Component is nothing but the combination of four files, right? HTML file, TS file, and a CSS file, spec file. Spec file in the sense that is a test file. Okay, now I wanted to create one more file. I wanted to create, this is a text file. Okay, second comp, and I wanted to give this is a TS file. Okay, just extension is different, that's it. Rest of the HTML, just give the TS. TS is nothing but TypeScript file. That's it. Okay, two files I have created. But right now I don't want to give the any CSS file for this component. If you wanted, you can create the CSS file for this component also. Okay, so second component has created as per now. So here after that, see, right now it doesn't have any code. Okay, so this is just you have created the TS file. Now first of all you have to you have to implement this TS file as a component file. So after that, once you create the TS file, so I need to register this file in the app module section, right? Okay, now so for giving the reference into the app module section, here I need the, I need the reference, I need the selector of this second component. So where I have to give the reference of that selector. So you have to give that information in the component metadata. So component this component metadata, nothing but the component. Okay, this component, nothing. If you see the component section here, see here this component, which is nothing but the selector, template URL, and style URLs. So this metadata I have to provide in the second comp. Okay, so in the second component, then only I can give the reference to the app module section. So how I have to give that? So just I need to give this component into the second component into the second component. So give the component here. This is represents the decorator. So we will see I will explain what is the decorator in the next videos. Component. See, still I am getting the error. So this name is not at all identified in the this component. So how I have to give this component? So first of all, you have to register. You have to import one plugin from the Angular core. Right? Angular is nothing but a collection of the you know collection of the libraries. So among those libraries, for implementing the component into the TS file, okay, you have to import the Angular core. So Angular core, which to mean component related metadata. Okay, if I wanted to work on the component in the TS file, I need to import this component, component related information from the Angular core library. Okay, so I have to import this component in the Angular core library. Import component. This component from the Angular core. Okay, so you are importing the component, component interface from the Angular core plugin. That is the meaning of this one. So once you imported from the component from the Angular core interface, you can add the selectors into this interface. Suppose if you wanted to see the definition of this component, you can just press by doing the F12. See here, extends the directive. Here you can see information about the component. Once you get the reference from the Angular code, you can start your work. The first step is, what is the first step? I need to add the selector. Okay, so selector is selector is which is useful for the selector. Suppose in case if you wanted to give the reference of the second component to the outside of this any kind of the folder, so the second folder should be second component should be identified by one kind of a selector, right? That selector name you have to give under the component. Okay, selector. So the selector is the property, and this property which is under the component. Okay, selector. This is a completely optional. So selector is the question mark indicates that optional. Okay, selector. And what kind of name do you want it to give for this second comp? I wanted to give. This is my this is up to me only. Just I wanted to give the sample. Okay, I wanted to give the just a sample only. That's it. So how this app component dot one I have given it the same way. I just given the sample. Okay. Now next step is what is the template you wanted to use for this component. So as per now, I wanted to give the this template, second component template. This component template I wanted to give for this component. Okay, the template we have the two kind of we can give the template in the two ways, either template URL which represents the what is the physical path of the template in the sense, if you wanted to create your own template, you can do your own template by in this place. Okay, here. So right now I wanted to give the template. I will explain what is the difference between template and template URL into the my next videos. Okay, and I will explain what is the selector and what is the template URL and what is the styles also. Okay, I will explain step by step these three things into my next videos. Okay, template URL. As for now, just imagine that this is a this file I am second component HTML. I am giving this reference file to this component. Okay, now second should this dot under dot with backslash keyword, because of which this represents the second. I need to find out where is the location of this second component. So this is under the app component, right? So this symbol is indicates like that. If we go to the app model section, in the declaration part, it is always expects the what is the class of the component. Okay, so for that I need to create the class for this component. Okay, so class I'm giving here. This is also up to me only. Here I wanted to give the sample com. Okay, that's com. I have to export this class, right? Then only I can import this class in the app model section. Okay, after that I have to export. Then only I can import this class into the app model section. Okay, after that create one constructor in that. Now I wanted to give this reference to the app model section. So go to the app model section here. Sample component. This component I should be imported from the that physical path, right? The what is the physical path? Sample second comp. Okay, and the second component. Okay, that's it. This sample component is which is available. This class is available in the this TS file, right? Okay. Now after that I need to register this sample component like component 1. Okay, that's it. So first step is I have created the second component, and the next step is I have created the I have registered that second component into the app model section. After that I have declared. Okay, now I wanted to give the second component the reference into the app component.html because of I just wanted to display. Okay, what is the selector I have to give? The selector already I have declared into the this component, that is a sample selector. Okay, just to use take the sample selector, sample, that's it. And what is the template of this second component? Right now it doesn't have any component, it doesn't have any control, right? Just add me one paragraph, that is a sample component. Okay, that's it. Save all and execute. See that I can see the data sample component data because of I just added the sample component into the app model section. Okay, whatever the thing you suppose once you created the component either manually or by using the CLI, just add that reference into the app model section. Okay, suppose if you try to create the component manually, make sure that you have to give the selector and template URL under the component section. So component should be imported from the Angular library. Okay, so Angular provides the one of the greatest library, that is the Angular core. Okay, this is the core library. Component is the uh, interface which is under the core library. Okay, that's it. So next lecture I will come up with what are the selectors and the template URLs and styles. So we will discuss these three parts under the component into the next videos. Okay, thank you so much.